Hello, I'm Sabrina Simone, reporting from the Daily Security Briefing Security Information Center. Welcome to Week 2, January 2007, of the DSB Week in Review. This week brings us vulnerabilities in technologies from Microsoft, Sun, HP, Symantec, Apple, Adobe, VMware, and Novell. High-severity exploit code has been discovered in Microsoft Windows that can lead to complete system compromise. Microsoft has released patches for this issue. Also, Jai Ma has discovered a high-severity vulnerability in Microsoft Excel that can be used to completely compromise the user system. A high-severity vulnerability has been identified in Sun Solaris that can be used to compromise the system. Solaris 8, 9, and 10 are affected by this issue, and no patch is available. A high-severity vulnerability has been found in HP OpenView Network Node Manager. This vulnerability can be used to completely compromise the affected system. HP has released patches to address this issue. Symantec Antivirus is susceptible to a high-severity remote attack exploit that can lead to system compromise. The vendor has released patches for this issue. And now for some quick hit points. Apple OS X contains high-severity vulnerabilities that can be used to execute arbitrary code on the user's system. Adobe Acrobat and Adobe Reader contain high-severity vulnerabilities that allow execution of arbitrary code. Sun Java is susceptible to a medium-severity vulnerability that can lead to information disclosure. VMware has a medium-severity vulnerability that could allow information disclosure. Novell's Access Manager contains a medium-severity vulnerability that can be used to execute arbitrary code. This week's activity raises our threat index of the week to high. And now an editorial from IGX Global's CTO, Babak Pasdar.
Many organizations are challenged with limited IT budgets to sustain their infrastructure and applications. This includes response to the ubiquitous user requests for performance and the necessary business demand for availability. Along the way, 7% or so of the budget is spent on security. In general, most organizations have done a reasonable job of securing their perimeter for access and malware, and now have focused in on user training and internal controls. However, malware and hackers continue to make a palpable mark on both the US and global economy with their particular brand of misery. From corporate espionage to kids with YouTube ads selling web and email hacks for $25, hackers and hacking is a business. A recent study by Information Week Research showed hacks and malware to claim a stunning 2.5% of the US GDP. This is estimated at $266 billion. Obviously, hackers and malware do not recognize borders or legal boundaries, and based on the same research, their global impact has been to the tune of $16 trillion worldwide. Many organizations have finally succeeded in implementing product and process at their major points of access, such as the Internet perimeter. However, hackers and creators of malware are very ingenious, adaptable, and motivated. Organizations continue to present a robust attack surface and plenty of backdoors that have to date gotten little to no consideration. These backdoors include major areas such as phone systems and multifunction copy and fax stations. In most instances, an attacker merely needs to look on an organization's web page to find backdoors to corporate and branch offices. Find out more about this issue in my blog, Protecting the Corporate Nooks and Crannies. I also present the real-life byproduct of hackers who compromised a computer manufacturer and an ISP. You can access it in the blog section of the dailysecuritybriefing.com site.
Thank you, Babak. And now for this week's anonymous poll. Has your organization implemented protection for fax and phone compromises? Make your vote count on the dailysecuritybriefing.com website. In response to last week's poll, does your organization enforce password policies? 25% said yes, 41.6% loosely. 33.4% said they did not enforce password policies. That's it for this week's DSB Week in Review. I'm Sabrina Simone, and remember that much like water, attackers are fluid. They take the path of least resistance.